Don't do it, Kyle. Run! Run, you've still got time! Welcome back, guys. Meet the Staffords video 2. So we've had so many great questions and we're having so much fun doing this, and there's about 20 minutes left in the car journey. We thought we'd keep going and answer a few more questions for you guys. So, here we go.
I'm getting married in October. Any advice as a married couple?
Don't do it, Kyle. Run! Run, you've still got time! No, I'm joking. Do you want to...
Congratulations.
Congratulations, mate. That's great news.
Is what he should have said. Advice as a married couple. I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to give Sean a big old...
The question is, are we qualified to give this advice?
I think so.
How long have we been... Yeah, how long have we been married for?
We've been...
2009.
Yeah, since 2009, 8 years. We've been together since Sean was 21. I just turned 22. So a long time. So we've been through a lot. We've been up and down and back around, and now we've had our baby, and
we got a dog. We got a baby.
I think my advice would be to learn what language your partner speaks. And I know that sounds weird. I'll explain it a bit better, but if you kind of learn the language your partner speaks and you learn how to communicate with them that way, because I think one of the biggest problems people run into is communication and lack of it. You know, if you're one of those women that, you know, thinks in her head, oh, it would be so nice if he did this, but then you don't tell him and then you get mad at him for not doing it. You have to know that about yourself. I think one of the most helpful things for me has been like doing, you know, learning about myself, doing self-help stuff. You know, we both did this thing this weekend, like life coaching thing called Landmark, which was amazing, and it really helped us to communicate better. So that would be one of the big things.
It taught me how to say sorry. Yeah. It taught me how to say sorry and realise that I'm not always right. That was the biggest thing for me.
And that was huge for me as well, because it was really difficult, always feeling like, because I know Sean's, he's a super smart guy, and it was one of the things I love most about him. So, you know, for him to be able to say sorry when he was wrong was like a big thing for me.
It's not necessarily about being, it's not also about like being wrong and being right.
No.
But it's giving up, even if you think you're right, it's giving up being right. Do you know what I mean? So even if you do believe you're right, it's about knowing that that's not actually important, and that the relationship that you have, and by being right all the time, what that means is you're making someone else wrong. If you're making someone else wrong all the time, they're not going to want to spend time with you. So it's about giving up that need to be right. You know, it's all very well being right, but making it not important to be right is a massive thing that I learned.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, I don't know how to put it other than bigging each other up. Like, you know, whenever we meet people, I always end up embarrassing Sean, because I'm so proud of him and everything he's done, and like, you know, I love the fact that he went to a clever university, because I didn't. And I'm so proud of all he's achieved, and I'm always telling people that, you know. And I think as a couple, if you do that for each other as well, like, you should be each other's #1 cheerleader. And I think that's a huge thing that people really don't get, is that if you're not cheering each other on, then who is cheering your partner on, you know? So yeah, I think that's highly important as well. And also, if you're having a baby and she decides she wants an epidural, support her 100%.
Yeah, 100%. So when Sophie was giving birth, she was in a bad place until she actually wasn't very well, were you, when you were giving birth? She had a bit of a chest infection and all that sort of stuff, so the birthing process is probably a little bit more traumatic than it normally is. But as soon as you had the epidural, oh my word. I think we watched a rugby match. I think we watched England-Ireland on the iPad playing rugby. It was so chill, and it all just went smoothly. So
wait, I feel like we need to explain this a bit better now. This is like on to kind of, so like when we did our, so this is how amazing Sean was when we were doing our NCT classes. I was doing Bumps and Babies. Yeah, that was it. I had a job for Wimbledon. I was doing a makeup job, and I couldn't make a lot of the classes, so Sean had to go on his own for me. And the class that I missed was, they covered pain relief, and they were really anti, like, they're you know, midwives, so they're really pro natural, like no pain relief, no intervention, anything, you know, which I think can be a great thing. But I kind of, you know, I know myself well enough to know that I hate pain, So
Most
I was always
people do,
open.
but-
I was always open to like gas and air and perhaps an epidural if I needed one. Anyway, so Sean comes home from this NCT class and he goes, "Yeah, you know, I think epidurals are quite dangerous. I think you could do it without one." And I was like, "You do not get to say that to me." And he couldn't understand like why it was such a bad thing. And I was like, "Because if I decide I want one, I'll feel like you're judging me." And it turned into this huge like week-long fight. But anyway, in the end, he was amazing and very supportive. Except when my waters did break, he went to get food. He made himself food instead of calling a taxi. And I remember bursting into tears. I was like, "I can't believe you're eating instead of calling me a taxi." He's like, "What's the point? What's the point of us both being hungry when we get there?"
That is not.
That is, because
That is a straight lie.
I wasn't allowed to eat. So he was like, "There's no point in us both being hungry." He was there eating out of his
I think I called
fresh fitness food box while I'm in labour.
I called the taxi. I was just killing time until it arrived. We had to wait until you were like 3 centimeters dilated anyway, so we had time.
So he stood there watching me while he was eating.
Hey, there's always time.
How does that feel, by the way?
There's always time for snacks. There's always time for snacks.
And laughing. You had laughing as well. It's important to find someone that you can have a laugh with. Like, we're very different people, Sean and I, actually. But we have the same sense of humour and we laugh about the same things, and I think that's huge. That's hugely important. We've just gone the wrong way. Shit, really?
No, I can fix it.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
think.
It's all good. Let's go across the roundabout.
I thought I went the wrong way, but I think I can fix it.
Yeah.
So that's it. I think we've got through the majority of all of your questions. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to comment on the IG post. From me and the Weasel and CJ and Maggie, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Yo, have I gone the right way? Oh, please don't tell me I bugged this up. Cut. Can't I just go straight? If I
You're
was...
such an idiot. Why can't you follow the sat nav properly?
No, it was one of those ones where
Men can't drive.
no,
Men
I'm doing like 5 things at once here, babe.
can't. Yeah, but men can't do 2 things at once. So
Like
what do you
5.
expect?
Surely if I should have stayed on that road, shouldn't I just
go-
rejoin it,
Go
right?
straight over the roundabout. You're fine.
But why is the sat nav trying to take me somewhere else now?
Because the sat nav does that.
What do you reckon I should do, mate?
Follow the sat.
Do you think follow the sat nav?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it instantly worked out another route.
You're
so.
fired, CJ.
Yes, you're fired. You're fired.
It was good while it lasted. Can I get a ride home?
That's what we need, right?
Well, I'm now following a different one. I'm going to follow them. I'm taking CJ's thing. I'm following the sat nav.
I'm not the sat nav though.
No, but you said take.
Were we
True.
supposed to be on the M11?
No, we're good.
okay,
See,
okay.
I'm following the sat.
Yeah, the arrival time looks the same anyways. Still.
Hey, dude, come on.
So how bad of a wrong turn did we take, Sean?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
We went from 10 minutes to go to 35 minutes to go. So we pretty much went 10 miles back in the direction we just came from. So we've got to go 10 miles back to then come 10 miles back to where we were. I'm pretty pissed off. You can bleep that out.